Yes. Just a minute. Just a minute. Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever we are. Welcome to OPassion Singapore, Malaysia Global. OPassion was formed in November 2020. And our first public webinar went on 30th September 2021 under the mentorship of Dr. Bill Williams. We meet every Thursday. The mission of OPassion, as we are meeting here, is to ignite passion for humanity, to nurture our mindset and leadership for passion and OBLESS, which is to reach out to humanity, to make the world a better place, and then to form passion groups for good causes as we come together to know each other's passion. And when they gel together, when we have the same vision and mission, we can come together to make our good causes stronger. We believe ONPASSIVE is a divine movement of God. And we thank Mr. Ash Mufara for answering God's call to run this humanitarian movement to make the world a better place. Tonight, our speaker is Antoinette Coleman from USA, and I'll say a little bit more about her after Kumaran gives the next sector, which is our introduction to this webinar. Kumaran, all yours.
Let me share the screen. This is just the beginning. I'm very happy how it came out. Nothing like we planned, but it was perfect.
We go to the top with the Philippines. We go to the top with the Netherlands.
Singapore.
We go Singapore.
Absolutely. We are in Singapore. We'll make a show of it. Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, indeed.
See you at the top.
See you at the top. Thank you, Dr. Bill. Appreciate you.
Hi, Mabel and Kumaran. Mr. Kumaran, how are you doing?
Get ready for the greatest shape of your life. Get ready for the greatest shape of your life.
9 o'clock p.m. Singapore, Malaysia time, and 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. My topic today is characteristics of a successful business plan. I hope this message will enlighten you on the importance of having a business plan for your business. Blessings to you all. Thank you. Greetings to my Singapore Malaysian family and all of the other global brand ambassadors. Thank you for joining me today on July 25th at 9.
Wow, thank you, Coleman. By the way, my name is Joanne Wong. I co-host the next agenda. I will invite Brother John Barilla to guide us on the do's and don'ts during our webinar. Please take over, Brother John.
Few do or don'ts. Please don't raise your hands right now or throughout the presentation, which will be coming up shortly. Please, we don't like to see the hands up when we're not going to call on it for a while because it's not the Q&A time yet. So don't raise your hands now, but wait, and a little later, we'll let you know it's time to raise your hands for questions and answers are also, please. Well, of course, keep your mics muted. Also, please sit up straight if you're on video and I see it is maybe lying down. Or just not looking proper, because we want to look nice and neat and friendly here, or I'll close your video. So anyway. That's about it. Oh, and no questions in the chat, please, or we'll answer questions in a little while when we call for questions and answers. Okay, that's about it. For now, thank you very much, folks, and take over, please, Joanne. Yes, thank you very much.
What a
Wow.
grouch. What a grouch. Gee.
Wow, gee, good. Kumaran is gifted to give us the best introduction. Yeah, Jeffrey is here, and I'm here and so honored and glad to be introducing our speaker tonight, Antoinette Coleman, in short, Tony Coleman. Tony is a seasoned, experienced, skillful manager and business owner in the marketplace. Owner of a publishing company, Dithlum Literal Services, 25 years of publishing experience, 7 years in the IT support, accounting, and property management. Presently, she is the administrative assistant to Dr. Tunishai Ford, and she's on the board of Ford's Your Own Uniqueness. She teaches business plan for the Step Up programs. Tonight, we are so blessed to have her. Thank you, Tony. And the topic she will be educating us, motivating us, empowering us is characteristics of a successful business plan. All of us need it. Tony, the platform is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Mabel. I appreciate the introduction. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, brand ambassadors. And I wanted to say that some months ago on 360, Chris Johnson had made the comment that the only way that you could approach OBless was not just any kind of way, but you would have to have a business plan. And so the prime purpose of a business plan is to convince your investors or your funders or sponsors that you have a viable business that you are qualified to run, and you have the necessary people to run it, and you have enough information to know how to run it. And so I'll bring up my slide. Okay. Okay. And I'll turn off my camera so we can focus on just the slide. Okay, so these are the characteristics of a business plan. And the first characteristic, your business plan should talk about the purpose of your business. And so usually in the executive statement, you'll have your mission statement, what qualifies you to run your business. And so it would be the background of the business owner or the person who is the founder of your organization, nonprofit organization. Um, you want to talk about the importance of your business in your existing community. If eventually it's going to become global, what is it that you want to accomplish or improve in your community? And then it has to display your excitement for it. You know, are you excited about what you do? A lot of people, I notice that if you're excited about something and you're telling them about it, then they have an app to get excited too. And this is the area and the opportunity to talk about and to dream um, about your business, what it is that you want to achieve and accomplish, and how it's going to benefit everyone else. Mr. Ash talks about improving society and helping humanity, um, bringing humanity up to an entirely different level. And so all of that information should be in your business plan. How are you going to be a part of that? And then the second characteristic is it helps you to construct your management and organizational structure that you need to run your business efficiently and effectively. You know, it's having the right people in the right positions for your business. And so when you're presenting your business plan to that funder or the grantor or the sponsor or an investor, you want them to be assured that you have the right people in your business or your organization that knows what they're doing. And so you would outline their abilities as well, their expertise, what the sometimes I've seen business plans who outline what the qualifications are for each position that is filled within their business structures. And so you would have an organizational and management portion of your business plan to outline that. Then the third characteristic is you have to have a marketing plan. No one knows who you are when you first start out. So how are you going to get the word out? What type of market are you existing in? What's your target audience or demographics? What are their needs? It's a lot of times when people start their businesses, they go upon what they think society would want and how they want their product or service. But actually, you should be focusing on what's the need. I gave an example of the guy. Years ago, I was at a church, and in front of me was this guy and his family. And for a few years, they were sitting in front of me, and I had no idea that he was a millionaire. And one day he gave his testimony and he loved potato chips. And so, but every time he would close the bag, it would open up. And the next time he went to get chips, they were stale. So he got tired of that. And one day he was sitting watching TV. He had just finished what portion he wanted out of the chips. He went to roll the bag, and then he looked on the table next to him, and it was his wife his wife's banana clip that she used for her hair. So he took the banana clip and used that to close up his chips. And then he thought to himself, wow, um, wouldn't it be great to have a potato chip clip? And he got with an engineer friend of his, and that's where you have to know the type of people to put in a particular place in your management and your organizational structure. And so he got an engineer. And he and his engineer friend devised a potato clip, a potato chip clip. And on their own, they were able to do very well in selling them. Well, Frito-Lay got hold of it, and they paid him $4 million for the patent and gave him 5 cents per potato chip clip that they sold. And so being an entrepreneur, what an entrepreneur is a person who takes something that's already existing and finds a better way of using it or improving upon it. And that's what an entrepreneur is. And so you find out, how are you going to market? But even in marketing, you'll have to find out who your competition is, what they're doing, and in what they're doing, just like the guy that used his wife's banana clip, because whoever the manufacturer was for that, he realized it could be used for something else. It could be improved upon to have another function. And so going into marketing, when you're trying to find a marketing plan, you run up against those type ideas. And then the fourth characteristic of your business plan is it helps you to keep track of all the elements that is required to market your business. The website, the media marketing, the platforms, the email marketing, and all the rest, and how effective they are. When I was in property management, we used the newspaper, apartment guide, word of mouth, flyers, and all of that. And so every time, and I was the manager, every time someone came in wanting to rent an apartment, I would ask them, how did you hear about us? And there's a reason for that question, because it's up to me to figure out what's the best marketing platform or tool to use in promoting the business. And so you start eliminating, and you use your business plan to find out what area is best for marketing, and you start revising. And you should always revise your business plan every 3 months, especially if you have a constant flow of business going through your business. And the fifth characteristic is it helps keep track of financial spending and profits increase or decrease in your business. And when you're doing your business plan, and a business plan starting out would have capital needs, and so you list what all you need to start your business, to get the funding and all that. The rest of your business plan surrounding that would prove to the funder that you need the monies that you just outlined in your capital requirements. And they should be able to see, based on the information, the marketing, and all of that, that you do need those monies, and they would be, amenable to that. And so as you go along and you keep track of your spending, and you keep track of, and there are at least 4 reports that the Step Up program will teach you how to develop those reports. And those are the 4 reports that should be part of your business plan. So just as a mental note, the Step Up program, not only do we teach the business plan, but we have teachers that teach each part and the information that would go into the business plan that you can build upon. So you're not walking out of the program just knowing how to do a business plan, but you're learning all of the parts to it and how to operate, how to use those parts according to the expert teachers that we have that are part of that program. And then the last part, after you've gone through everything else, you want to remind the person, the funder, the grantor, the investor, and the sponsor, you want to remind them of the whole plan. So you do a summary. You talk about, you summarize what your mission is. You summarize what you'll need to execute it. You summarize all of the things that you're trying to execute and all that. And so you're basically taking them back throughout the business, okay, your business. And these are the characteristics your business plan should have to help you keep track and run your business. It is like a business outline for your business. And we always tell our students, this is your business plan, and they can develop into different parts. And if I may, I wanted to also share, we've had more than 70 students come through the Step Up program, and we've had more than 70 adults come through the Step Up program. And I wanted to share one student that came through in 2020. And this young lady, well, this young lady, I had written down her name, Sharada Solomon. And she did her business plan. And I was on Facebook, and I happened to run upon her Facebook page. And or Lakea Evans. And the name of her business is Solomon Social. And this is her initial business plan. And remember, she didn't have the business at the time. So she did her first initial pilot plan, I would call it. And so she has her executive statement, and the program has evolved even for the kids to the point whereas in their executive statements, they have their mission statement, they have their products, they have a little of everything that they have basically put in there, because they have a number of sample business plans that are submitted to them. And they end up, and this is an actual business here that her marketing competition she lists. And then her rebuttal, she does the rebuttal in a different way. And she talks about how her business will stand out, above this one. And even though it may be an established business, but then new innovation will always gradually grow and come into being. And then her marketing strategy, and she does mention Facebook. And then her web plan summary, and these are just simple. They start out like this. And then if I may, and this will only take a moment, and this is her actual Facebook page. Okay, and so we saw how simple her business plan was. And then here's the end result. And so no doubt she had to revise her business plan. And this is her Facebook page, Solomon Social. And she's doing very well. She took the class in 2020. And this is as of 2022 and well, today, 2024. And as you can see, she has a lot of product that she's selling now. And she's doing very well. You see the car and the sticker. So this young lady is doing very well right now. And you know, and this is it. You know, so just to share. And then we have others who are doing very well through the program. And the only thing is a lot of the kids that's coming through Step Up, they're low to moderate income kids. And so they're not always able, and we try to get them sponsors because a lot of the program carries a lot of cost. And our the sponsors we already have aren't always what we get from them isn't always enough to we feed our kids breakfast and lunch because a lot of them don't have that. When they're going to school, they are given breakfast and lunch there, but during the summertime, they're not so fortunate. And so we try to provide that for them. They get their school supplies, their classroom supplies. They get their business cases with business supplies when they graduate. And the program extends beyond that because they can always have privy to us. And this is, I want to share one more screen, and it will show some of the pictures of some of the kids that have come through. And a lot of them, we've had one kid tell us that he made $1,000 one year just doing business plans. And so it is a skill set that we teach our kids. And so we have Comerica Bank that sends instructors to, you know, do the business plan. And then, I mean, to teach their portion of the business plan, and other instructors that teach different parts that would be included into the business plan, like marketing and sales and all of that. And so this is the actual classes and some of the kids that have come through the program. And this is the lunches that we provide for them. And this is one of our kids who graduated, started her business, and she was part of our fundraiser, the WOW event. But you can go on to our website if you would like to support the program in any type of way. And then for those of you that want to learn to do a business plan, we do have adult classes starting October, I think 28th, but I'll turn it over to Dr. T, or upon the permission of the leaders of this Malaysia, Singapore group. But that's my presentation, and it's a lot. It's a whole lot more than that. But you will, when you come out, you'll be like that that student that can write a business plan in his sleep. So thank you all for allowing me to share, and I hope it's been very informative, and just remembering that it's your business plan.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Dr. T.
Yes,
Would
I
you
just want to
like
keep
to-
with I wanted to
Yes.
keep with protocol. I wanted to beat John. this one.
John got a sore throat, so you can go ahead first.
Okay. Okay, but
I
hey,
can wait.
hey,
You go right ahead. I can wait.
okay, John. Okay. But anyway, I appreciate the presentation. This is what she does on a regular basis. She's an expert at the business plans, but this is going to show you, can you imagine? Now you're an adult and you saw the different parts of the business plan, the different characteristics. Can you imagine a youth, the age of 13, 14 years old,
Wow.
writing a business plan? You know, actually executing that. The young lady that she showed you with the Facebook page, how old was she, Tony? Was she's probably no more than what I know she wasn't 16 yet.
She
How old was she?
was, no, she was only 14.
14 years old.
She was only
Wow.
14.
14 years
Yes.
old. Okay. And these are the kind of students that the Step Up program produces. You know, and so I told Tony, you know, and I hope she won't mind me sharing this. When she shared with me that she had to share with the Malaysia Singapore group, she said, Doc, she said, T, what am I going to talk about? What am I said, Tony, do what you do best. Talk about the business plan. You know, because we like she said, Chris Johnson, he's talking about the OPassion. You are not going to be able to go and ask for $100,000. I mean, although they love you and they believe in you, they know you've been with them and everything, but you got to tell me why. Why should I be giving you that kind of money? You know, whether it be a proposal, whether it be a business plan, you've got to give them some indication. You got to show them in writing. You've got to be able to prove that when I put this money in your hands, you know how to execute this plan. You have to have a plan. And the business plan, again, as Tony said, is your plan. Nobody knows what's inside your head and your heart until you put it on your paper. What's the word of God say? Write your vision on the paper, on the tablet. Others will read it and run with it. You know, okay? You know, when you do that business plan, it's clear. We can read it and we can run the race with you. But if you don't have a plan, what can we do? And I wanted to share with you, if you don't mind, give me a few moments, how the Step Up program developed. Many years ago, I believe it may have been like 2016, 2017, I was talking to my granddaughter, and she's an excellent artist. She draws very well. And at the time, I think she was probably around 15. And I asked her a question. I said, if you could sell your product, she said, would you? I said, would you do that? She said, yes, Nana, but I don't know how. I said, wow, okay. So I said, what if we had a program actually teaching youth business skills, how to teach them to become entrepreneurs? So I went to my board of directors. I'm always coming to them with different ideas. They always say, here she go again, Dr. T, another idea. I'm a visionary. So I'm always bringing ideas, okay? So I came to them with the Step Up program, and the Step Up is the acronym, and it stands for stimulate, teach, empower potentially upcoming professionals. Stimulate, teach, empower potentially upcoming professionals. Step Up. And I went back to my board and I told them, gave them the whole plan, the whole layout. And in 2018, we started the Step Up program. I think at the time we had enrolled over 20 students, maybe a little bit, maybe at 25 students, maybe more than that. But every year we evolved. Even during the pandemic, we still ran the Step Up program. We were not able to meet in person, of course. We were on Zoom, but we still had a nice turnout. So we produced these phenomenal young people. As Tony said, we feed them, we give them supplies for the classroom. So don't have to worry about going to get notebooks and pencils and pens and write out and folders and all that. We give them all that. We give them a full, I don't mean no peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I'm talking about a full lunch. We also give, and when they graduate, they get a certificate of completion. Plus they get supplies for their office. We give them startup supplies for an office. Okay, and we are reaching out right now. We're asking you all, whenever we have a platform, we're asking you all to get involved. If you cannot be a part of the classroom per se, you maybe might want to be a sponsor or just donate to the program. Because like she said, most of our students are low income. Forget the moderate. We haven't had too many moderate income. Most of them are low income. In fact, right now, but this particular year, this summer, we have a grandmother who is raising 5 children because her son is incapable of taking care of them, and the mother has just checked out. We don't know where she is. So the responsibility is on the grandmother. And she's very worried. You know, the children come and they're very diligent. They come every week, but they're challenged because they're saying, how are we going to make it? Are we going to be okay? grandma's trying doing the best that she can. So we have a very low registration fee, and they were not able to make it. We did not ask them for anything. All we want are youth who are interested in becoming entrepreneurs. We don't turn anybody away. We turn no one away, John. No one. Okay. I don't care if you can't pay the registration fee. It's only $45. And some of the parents can't even meet that. So, I appeal to all of you. I don't know if it's something that you may want to look into, but we can give you more information. But if you're interested in making a donation or being a sponsor for the Step Up program, even for our adults, we have some adults who are not able to pay a registration fee. In fact, we had last year, it wasn't last year. It was just I believe it was the beginning of the year. We had 2 students from Nigeria. So the program is global. You don't have to just be in the United States. If you can come on, be online during your timeline, during the time that you can come, depending on your time, you could be a part of the Step Up program. 2 students from Nigeria, and we had an American to sponsor them because of the Naira, because of the difference in the currency. We found an American to sponsor the 2 Nigerian young men, and they did very well. They came through the program, and now they're running their business. Okay, so we're doing a great work. I'm not going to undermine that. My mother used to always tell me support a very poor dog who can't wag his own tail. So I'm wagging my tail. We have a very good program. We've made it work. We're impacting people's lives, and as Tony showed you, and she could show you many more stories like that. There are a lot of our students who are doing very well. In fact, the greatest testimony is that we had one of our students come in. He was like 15, he was 16 or 17 when he started. He's Pakistani, but he lives in the United States with his mom. He did not have the money to start the program, so his teacher sponsored him. And he is now an instructor for the Step Up program. He's 22 years old, and he is now an instructor for the Step Up program. He teaches marketing. Okay, he teaches marketing. And he has 3 viable businesses, and he also works for the state of Michigan. So he's doing very, very well. And he just bought his mother a house, and he's only 22 years old. So those are some of the success stories. Yes, those are some of the success stories that we have. All right, so I'm very proud of the Step Up program. And I want to get everybody involved. In fact, we had somebody from Deep Dive, Jackie Warner. She came through the program also. Okay, I think it may have been last year or the year before that. Yeah, she actually came through. She went through the program. Yeah, last year, Jacqueline Warner from Deep Dive. She joined us and she went through the program. So it's open, So that's all I want to say. Tony showed you some pictures and everything. But if you have any questions or how you can get involved or how you can donate or be a sponsor, or if you want to even be a part of the program, we're open to that. Okay, so I'll be quiet now and give it back over to Mabel.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. T. And we have John. John, would you like to share and
Yes,
comment?
Thank you, Mabel. Thank you, Mabel. Yes, I would just like to say thank you to Antoinette. Very good, very nice presentation, very simple, very clearly laid out about business management ideas, and just the surface of it, of course, like she said, but it was very, very nicely done and easy to follow. And I would just like, and thank you, Dr. T, for giving us a little more specific information about the group and the organization. And I would just like to say, folks, Antoinette put in the chat, so if anybody's interested in checking out the website, it's right there in the chat for us. So if you're interested, take a peek at it. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. Anyone else who would like to share and give feedback and how they feel about this presentation? Anyone else? Well, I take a look at what Antoinette wrote. Well, anyone else who would like to share? It's really a very enriching night. It's really good to know that we can go to somewhere and direct some of our young people, actually it's all ages, to this Step Up program, to Dr. T, to Tony. And then how do, when distance is involved, how do you, is it on Zoom or online that you teach this?
Yes.
And it is a standard program played out, or it's live? Well, how do you teach this to
It's live.
Nigerian? So the
It's
Nigerian
live.
joins your program, join your timing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Yes.
it is
Yes.
live, and you are
Yes.
able to interact with the classroom.
And you're saying one is starting in October.
October
Yes.
28th.
October
And it's
20.
it's on a Monday. And we have two sessions. We have an AM session and we have a PM session. But now keep in mind, for our youth, the youth meet in person because it's a summer program for the youth when they're out of school. The youth meet in person, but for the adults, they meet online because it's during the fall winter months, and a lot of the adults work or they go to school or whatever the obligations may be. So we made it convenient for them by putting it on making it virtual. We have an AM session and we also have a PM session. And that seems to have been able to meet the needs of our adults.
That's good and convenient.
Yeah. I also wanted to say this, for those of you who may have signed up for the magazine, Discovering You magazine, the magazine came out on the 23rd. So if you signed up for the magazine, check your inbox. If it's not in the inbox, check your spam. Okay, it should be coming under Discovering You magazine. It's an excellent issue. All the issues are excellent, but I think that you'll really enjoy it. So, and we want to encourage you to sign up for the magazine. Again, it's free. There's no risk involved. It's free. If you don't like the magazine, unsubscribe. But I think you'll like the magazine. And if you want to write, if you like to write poetry, or if you're an expert in a particular field, like maybe John, being in theater and being in movies or things like that, that might be something you might want to do. Maybe write a column about production. You know what I'm saying? Just to get the word out there. And you never know who might be interested in that. Like, write a column. If you have a business that you want to advertise, let us know that. Everything is a minimal cost because we monetize the magazine. The magazine is free, but it's not free to produce the magazine. All right. So it's not free. Everything is not free, but it's free to you as a subscriber. But there are costs involved, in terms of producing the magazine. And I'm sure you already know that, being business people.
Yes.
So I want to let you all know the magazine came out on the 23rd. So if you have not subscribed to the magazine, please subscribe. It's international. It comes right into your inbox. If it's not in your inbox, check your spam. Discovering You magazine. Everything from health and wellness all the way to how to take care of your pet. We even talk about cats too. We talk about cats too.
Okay. Cats, pet subject. Wonderful. Okay, please subscribe. And again, we will give the website. So anybody else who would like to share or ask any questions, please, the floor is open for a while more. And indeed, Tony Coleman shares 6 points to a successful business plan. Have your business purpose, have the right people with you, have a marketing plan, keeping track of everything, finances, elements, etc. And of course, summarizing again your whole mission plan. Basically is that we need to get people to be excited about what you are doing in your plan. So to do that, you must be able to first write it out, articulate, and then get people to be excited together with you. And that's how your business plan grow. And those who missed it, Tony and Dr. T shared some successful stories of people who have joined the Step Up program, learned the way to a business plan, and made it in the marketplace. And sometimes, Dr. T and Tony, the young one pick up faster than us, especially when they are so computer savvy, they can go into Facebook easier, faster than us. So, well, for those who want to learn, I'm sure there is also a program for our pace for people who need a little longer to understand.
Debbie McCormick needs to make a, Debbie's here, McCormick.
Yeah, Debbie,
Yeah, she wants to make
please.
Debbie wants to make a comment, I believe.
Yes, Debbie, unmute. I think she's coming on. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
There you go.
Phew, I couldn't find the icon to raise my hand. My apologies.
It's under the reactions. Reactions. That's where the raised hand is, under reactions. But that's okay. We see you. Go right ahead.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay. This phone is too tiny compared to the computer. Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. I just want to appreciate Pastor Tony. All those beautiful ideas on owning your own business. I don't think I could have listened to it from anyone better than the way you presented it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think in a couple of weeks, we should come back for a refresher for those who might have missed today. It's very educational, even if it's not helpful to you individually, you could use it for someone who wants to go into business and they direct them to come and see you. Thank you, Pastor T. Very much appreciate that outstanding presentation you made today. I just wanted to comment on that. That's all. Nothing else more.
Wonderful.
Back
Yes,
to you,
indeed.
Mabel.
Yeah. Really thank you for sharing with us this Step Up program. At least there are many people who want to do something but do not know how. So at least now we know there's a place that to refer them to, you know. And again, we said we will share this webinar, this program on YouTube and broadcast to as many who will want to get associated with you as well as the Step Up program. So anyone else who would like to share?
Dr. T, yeah, I think Dr. T's got her hand up.
Dr. T.
Okay, I know that we are on YouTube, so they can't see this what's in the chat. So would it be okay if Tony gave the website verbally? And take your time, and Tony, so they can hear. They may want to write it down because they can't see the chat.
The website is D as in Daryl, R T as in Tom, the word Ford, F-O-R-D, like the car, .com. And when you go on to the homepage, you'll see all of the buttons or selections, and it's Step Up programs, and then you can click on whichever flyer. And then there is the magazine, Discovering You magazine. And when you click on that, you'll see where to click on to subscribe. So it's very user-friendly and straightforward.
So again,
and
that's
also to make a donation.
Yes,
drT4.com. And to make a donation, if you go further down, you'll see the butterfly and swan logo, and underneath it says About You. And then you see the PayPal button.
Okay, good.
So it's a very user-friendly website, and you should have no problems.
Yes, thank you. So anybody want to comment something and or to share, ask a question? Well, as long as before we end, you can still chip in. But then I would like, as usual, maybe today we will have two summaries. Dr. T, maybe you would like to say something to help us close. And then Tony, being the speaker itself, you will also give us a summarized statement before we close the night. Anybody else put up their hand? If not, you can still do it as long as before we close. Dr. T, would you like to say something, followed by Tony?
Thank you so much, Mabel. I really do appreciate you. What I would like to say to everyone that, you know, being an entrepreneur is an honor. It's a wonderful opportunity because Not only are you your own boss, but you're also the captain, of your destiny. Right now, if you look at what's going on in the world, many Fortune 500 companies who've been around for hundreds of years are closing for whatever reason. But being an entrepreneur is something that will take you over the top, not just to the top, but over the top, because you're going to be able to just execute your passion. But you need the tools. And when you have the knowledge, like Tony always quotes, knowledge is power. And when you have the tools, you'll be able to do whatever you want to do. Right now, Mr. Ashman Farrell is giving us an opportunity to become entrepreneurs, whether you're going to stick strictly with his products or incorporate your own. You have to have the knowledge as to how and when to execute. That's important too. So the Step Up program, and not just the Step Up program, but having a business plan, having a business mindset. That's what I'm going to be teaching on next week with Deep Dive, having a business, an entrepreneurial mindset. That is so important, because I don't care how well you do your business plan. If you don't have a mindset for being a business person, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. So we're going to incorporate that together. So thank you so much, Tony. You did me proud. You did me proud being on my team. Thank you so much. And I really do appreciate you. Thank you again. Thank you all for letting me share.
Thank you, Dr. T. And thank you all for having me here. And just to let you know that a business plan can be a very big help to you. And keeping it up, every time you go into that business plan to bring it up, you'll find yourself coming up with new ideas. You'll find yourself through your experience and going back, and after having 3 to 6 months experience in running your business, you'll see the growth, and that alone can encourage you, or you'll see how you can revise to bring further growth. And so just that little bit of knowledge, and like Dr. T had stated, I'm always telling my students, knowledge is power. And when you're an entrepreneur and you're dealing with all of these aspects of business and marketing, you tend to grow. You're going to grow. You're going to get new ideas and things. And that's what business is all about. And it's innovation, it's building, and it spills over into society. So I hope and I pray that the information that's been offered is a good start and good foundation for everyone. And thank you again for having me as a speaker on your platform.
Thank you. Thank you, Tony, for gracing our platform and sharing this empowering message about having your own business plan for your very own business, and how the program is going to teach us to write the plan. We'll remember it, and I like it. The meeting is short and sharp, to the point, and then we pray that many will come across this meeting, this YouTube, and then be empowered by Step Up program, by your courses, by your very own uplifting, growing mindset, Dr. T and Tony. So thank you everyone for coming today, this morning, this afternoon, or tonight. And we will meet again next Thursday with more gems to be shared. So see you again next Thursday. Thank you everyone again.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Kumaran, you lost your surname.
Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye.
Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. See you next
Goodbye.
Thursday.
Very nice session today. Very nice session today.